Welcome back to Senegal. Last week we crossed the border via Diama and experienced some of the worst roads of our journey so far in Africa. In this episode we are going for a mix of nature and city life as we explore the region of St. Louis. We are Mélanie and Norman. Oh wow, look, the pelican is very close. And we are traveling across Africa in our old Mercedes Mochi. But now, let's dive right in. Welcome back to our channel. We are here on the Zebra Bar camping in Senegal in the very north, close to the Mauritanian border. We were having 5 days already here on this camping because we did some maintenance of the car, we rotate the tires, we disinfect the water system. We're gonna go towards St. Louis today. We are really looking forward to it. It used to be a French colonial city, so you can see the impact of the French. Now we're gonna go catch a taxi into town and then we're gonna drive to St. Louis. Come with us. What makes this campground extra special is that it's situated in a national park. So we are surrounded by pure nature. So there are heaps of birds, monkeys, rabbits, crabs, a lot of things. So it's very nice to look at this.
Just waiting for the taxi in the bus stop now. I think this is the bus stop. And I think this is the bench that the guy was talking about before.
St. Louis is a unique city. Once colonized by the French, it was the main seat of power for what became French West Africa. Today, it still feels powerful in history, and we were pumped to explore. The taxi dropped us off right at the UNESCO-listed bridge. Walking across, we headed into the heart of the city, the islands of St. Louis. The first island is renowned for its beautifully preserved houses, adorned with French balconies, and for its serene atmosphere. The second island, meanwhile, is more about everyday life. Home to fishermen and their families, continuing traditions of fishing and trade that go back generations.
I don't want this anymore.
I
don't want this anymore.
What are you having?
Pain au chocolat. The people from south of France, they must be happy because it's literally bread and chocolate inside.
Well, it was 3 times the size or 4 times the size.
Yeah, it was big like this.
Oh,
right.
it was very big, yeah.
Very big. Too big for me.
To be honest with you, we wanted to eat something here and we ordered the wrong pizza. Or let's say like this, and it was not everything really declared on the pizza. And we don't have so much time to order the second one. So we just refused to take the pizza. We paid for the pizza. And then this was our second option, pain au chocolat. We kicked off the tour at a historic official building still in use. From the tiles to the old roof, nothing felt random. Every detail speaks of deliberate design and history. At the end of the visit, we strolled through a garden where hundreds of fruit beds live. Our guide jokingly told us, "Don't look up with your mouth open." Then we walked around and admired the beautiful old buildings with their balconies and the stunning mosque. We were also invited to take a look at the primary school. It seems that when the weather is nice, the pupils sit outside under the trees. I suppose that's much better than being in a hot classroom. Then we looked at the colorful secondary school across the street. We found it all so interesting and the people were proud to show us around. So after we visited the elementary school, this one is a high school. They have 2,000 pupils here studying every day. Very interesting, very colorful. Cool. Then we made our way to the other island. This part is also separated from the rest by a bridge. Here we saw many pirogues belonging to fishermen who live in overcrowded conditions and share the island with their livestock. So we really get a lot of insights about the city. If you just walk here through that city, you will never discover them on your own. There's so much hidden secrets. So I think I'm sure it's worth it that we have taken this guided tour because there's much more information like this. And he explains really a lot of things, but not too much. We could also stop before, we could buy some malaria standby products. We have also our SIM card now. So it's like a 3-in-1 actually. We can do our organizational stuff and get some nice information about the city. We finished our tour in the northern part of the island. Here stands the Grand Mosque of St. Louis, notable for its minaret, which is equipped with a bell and a clock. Rumor has it that the minaret bell was installed to announce prayer times to prevent the muezzin's call from disturbing the French people who were living in the city at the time. After spending the day in the city, we took a taxi back to the camp and were surprised by a visitor the following morning. This curious Patas monkey came over to say hello. This species is renowned for its speed, being capable of reaching speeds of up to 55 kilometers an hour in short bursts, which makes it one of the fastest primates. It's omnivorous, with a diet consisting mainly of fruit, seeds, insects, gum and leaves. Here they are going for the baobab fruits. The tree starts growing here, and since the monkeys love the fruit, it's also called monkey bread. This campsite is truly wild. Today we are going to take a boat to visit the island in front of the campsite. What makes this place special is that the massive Senegal River flows into the sea here, and it is home to an abundance of bird species and 3 species of turtle. Let's see what we can discover today. So we booked a little boat ride today, and we're going to see probably some beautiful fishes, beautiful sunset, and the natural reservoir behind us from afar. Really looking forward to it. The water is so warm. Amazing. The water is slightly brownish because the river from Senegal is going there and here is mixing. So the water is not very clear, but it's still of good quality.
Abdullah is our guide today. And I have no clue where he's going to bring us. We just follow. I mean, anyway, we have no choice now. Jump!
Up to he just dropped us here on this little stretch. It's like a sandbank. We are lucky that this time of the year we can see it. There's a couple months where there will be big waves, and all this area here is probably covered with a lot of water. So now we can walk on this and enjoy some crabs. What else we have? Birds.
A lot of birds. And actually here is the river and here is the ocean. So we are just at the moment where they are mixing with each other.
We later learned that a breach had been cut in the peninsula years ago to prevent flooding. So technically we were not on the peninsula but on an island. Unfortunately, the breach has widened considerably since then, separating the southern part. This resulted in the loss of villages and a dramatic change in the flora and fauna.
We just left the zebra bar and we are not really far from it. We are actually looking for a place where we can observe the nature and maybe spend the night. There is a road, it's like a piste, and it's not really a place where you can go left and right because there is trees and there is a lot of water here. But it looks very nice here. And there is nobody around. I mean, there is a fisherman, a guy here with his motorbike and a guy walking around. but other than this, we are very alone. I think we find our place for today. The road is just there, but we can't really call this as the main road since it's like piste. There is just water here, a lot of birds. We have already seen a lot of birds just by driving here, and it's gonna be nice. So we just take the chairs out, something to eat, and gonna spend the afternoon here.
Surrounded by this serene spot with monkeys and birds, we could prepare for what was coming later. In the next episode, we will be heading to the capital Dakar. We spend a full day on the road before exploring the busy streets of Senegal's largest city. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future episodes as we travel along the coast to South Africa.